Maggie, she knows the kings are friends. Maggie declines to dance. She won't work in a factory, though parents think she should. She's inclined academically, and so far it's so. Maggie won't be a teenage bride. Maggie against the tide, she accepts the adversity. She always knew she could to attend university, and so far it's so. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie.
Once folk used to live there. Wouldn't believe it, would you? Homes, that's what they used to be. Fires in the grates, and the folk would sit eating their tea and watching telly. It's a bit like a fairy story, once upon a time. Except the folk didn't get rescued in time. There goes my dad's Regency stripes.
Get back!
Get back. He says there's no point getting forward, is there?
You want your bloody head smashed in?
Already is. Aye.
But done.
Oh, she looks it. You know those shacks with the smoked fish, Kathy?
Smoked fish?
I was thinking of kippers.
Kippers? All right, Mrs. Wilson?
What was she reading this for? But past this stage, you would have thought.
I'd be thinking about you, Maggie.
Oh, that'll be the day. I've no intention of spending my life stuck to a guy washing his shirts. No, I think I'll have myself a whole string of men and they can wash my shirts.
You're a right turn, Maggie. Would you like to come over to the mirror, Mrs. McKinley? Maggie!
Just seen me, have you? I mean, I know there's not much of me, all skin and bone.
What in the name have you been up to?
Up to? Why do you always think I've been up to something?
Because you usually have, that's why. Look at the state you're in.
I've been to see the death of a tenement.
You mean?
I went to see the old place getting pulled down.
Why'd you have to go and do a thing like that for?
Because I only believe in the evidence of my own eyes.
So it's down, is it?
Aye, flattened, kaput, never to rise from the dust again.
Don't know why they couldn't just leave us alone. We were all right as we were, weren't we, Kathy? Is that Mrs. McKinley? I said it's terrible getting put out your own home. I went near as a bride, you know.
Oh, my mum too.
Maggie was born in that house. Jean and Sandy. I thought they would have done with knocking Glasgow about by this time.
My dad said they'd our tenement earmarked for a while as part of a general clearance.
Earmarked? I'd mark their ears for them, I can tell you, if I get hold of them.
That's the stuff, Ma. Let's have a riot. Let's grab hold of the high Hegians and rub their noses in the dust.
Honestly, I don't mind the new place too much. Well, it's all nice and new and modern, isn't it?
It's all right if you don't mind living in the outer edges of wasteland.
Oh, there's no bad bus service.
You've no soul. You just look at her Jean. She thinks the new place isn't bad either. Then she could settle in Siberia if she had to.
Would you bring me a tail comb, please? What about you, Maggie? You're leaving school soon, eh? You're not doing your house next month.
No to the first one, yes to the second.
You're not leaving.
I'm staying on to do a 6 year.
God, you must be a glutton for punishment.
Aye, well, we'll see about that.
Oh, I know. You were down the mines when you were 12.
You cheeky wee bit of you.
You couldn't exactly call her Speedy Gonzales, could you?
She nearly drives me around the twist, so she does. But she's leaving next week, thank goodness. I'm taking your old pal Isabel out of her place. Did she not tell you?
Well, I haven't seen her for a week or two. Been too busy studying, ha.
Isabel must be making quite good money now.
Oh, enough to keep her mother in gin and cigars.
Enough to keep herself, at any rate.
I know I'm a parasite, but one of these days, Ma, I'll see you right.
How's that for you, Mrs. McKinley?
Oh, that's lovely, Kathy. Real nice.
We touch a lacquer just to keep it in place.
Might as well. Don't want it blown out the minute I go outside the door.
I should think not, after all those hours of broiling. Talk about polluting the world. You're doing your own wee bit for the cause, Kathy.
What's that, Maggie?
Oh, never mind her. She's out haven.
So, what are you going to do with yourself then, Maggie?
Well, I intend to go to university and study social anthropology.
Social what?
I'm going to study the sex life of New Guinea headhunters.
Mad, isn't she? What mortal use could that be, Ten?
You'd be surprised, especially if you went to New Guinea.
With your match, you could get a right good job in insurance.
Insurance? Me, Mother? Do you think they'd even let me inside an insurance office? What advertisement I'd make for them?
Well, if you were to smarten yourself up a wee bit.
What? He's my wee brother.
No, so wee. Must be 18 now, you, Michael. And how's the motoring world doing?
Oh, no bad, thanks, Mrs. McKinley.
You still enjoying it?
Oh, aye, it's great.
I always was dying to get up to his elbows and axle grease.
Aye, Maggie. How you doing?
Fine.
I was wondering if you'd like to go to pictures tonight. That's if you're not doing anything.
I can't. I've got a German essay to do for tomorrow.
Oh, well, never mind.
Another time, though. Come on, Mum, we'll need to get our skates on or be caught in the rush hour traffic.
Rush hour. In the old days, we used to walk everywhere. You coming, Michael?
Oh, no thanks, Mrs. McKinley. I've got my bike.
Oh, well. Cheerio then, son. Cheerio, Kathy. Thanks again.
Cheerio, Mrs. McKinley. See you in a fortnight, if not before. Cheerio, Maggie.
Bye.
Awful nice boy, that, Michael. Prison. Cold, it's...
Come on, Mum.
Joe McAvoy says if I play well to the end of this season, there's a chance he'll take me into the club next year. Imagine that, turning pro.
All right. You'll need to think.
Think, if I get the chance.
There you are. I was wondering where you'd got to.
It's a miracle I made it at all.
You should get into training yourself.
What's all that puffing for, anyway?
You'd be puffing if you'd climbed 11 flights of stairs.
Oh, the lift.
You know, Mum.
Very well.
Maybe if you'd get in, she would have.
No, she wouldn't. You know she wouldn't. She's never yet.
Oh. Oh, am I glad to get home. Oh. Feet. Killing me.
No wonder. If you will go out in such stupid shoes.
Mum, I may be turning pro next year. Depends my form for the rest of this season, of course,
Get
but...
an apprenticeship.
Well, I couldn't do both, could I?
I think you should finish. Do you know, Andrew?
Better to get his ticket.
Safety first.
I don't want to be a plumber. I want to be a footballer.
You are already.
Only junior football, Mum. This would be the big stuff.
Proud, roaring at Hampden. And McKinley's got the ball and he's outrun McTavish and he's outrun the field and he's heading towards the goal.
All right, very funny.
Head teacher
But I mean it.
Glasgow
I know you
Secondary
do.
School has
Why
warned
not?
his pupils have been kept away over a busing row. They never catch up.
I could be doing with a cup of tea.
Around
I'm
200
thirsty too.
children
What
from
up
Dublin
here?
Hill and
Do you two
Torreydown
not know the
have
battle's
been
been
kept away
fought
from the
and
Don
won?
Bosco
Your
Secondary
side
since the
lost.
beginning
What
of
are you
term.
raving on about now?
She's trying to tell us we should be out there getting our own tea, Mum.
To save money.
Honestly, you've spoiled them rotten, Mum.
Were affected by the move, And parents have
Do you want
kept
a cup?
many of the younger ones at home.
Wouldn't you mind?
Claim the walk of nearly 2 miles is too dangerous and they can't afford public transport. Louise Batchelor reports.
Empty desks in the classrooms underline the effects of this schoolboy. Empty desks in the classrooms.
It's all right, I'm making it.
I've had a heavy day, let me tell you. You'll find out all about that once you start working.
Instead of idling about learning foreign verbs,
Oh, I'm no saying you don't work hard.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have to be sausages.
You've always done well at the school.
You always told me to stick into my studies, so I did. Before you see you one obedient daughter.
Tell that to the Marines.
Dad, I'm worried about Mum.
Oh, she'll be all right, Maggie, given time. We've only been here a month, after all. She's a bit like you. I makes a fuss in the beginning and then settles down afterwards.
But she's not just making a fuss. She's got a real phobia about the lift.
The doctor
Oh,
says...
the doctor. All he can do is dish out pills.
He says it's just to tide her over till she gets adjusted, like.
Dad, she may never get adjusted. And how can you spend your life on the 11th floor if you're afraid of lifts?
She took against this place without ever giving it a chance.
She misses the old place and the neighbours dropping in.
Aye, well, the old place no longer exists.
We'll need to do something, though.
Like what?
Can't you go to the housing folk and tell them she's living off tranquilizers?
Half the women in the block are.
You never want to do anything, do you?
Now, that's no fair.
You two argy-bargying about now. Playing at happy families. It's Mum.
I was talking to a girl that lives in the next floor. Her mum was just the same in the beginning, but after that she got used to it. Now she loves it. Wouldn't move if you paid her.
You see?
No, I don't. Except you think everything nasty will disappear if you ignore it long enough. Something's burning. Oh my God, the sausages.
Pity you can't keep your eyes on what you're doing.
Pity there isn't a chippy round the corner.
There's nothing round the corner here except another high-rise block.
Oh well, we can always have beans on toast. By the way, there's a couple of letters for you. One's from Loverboy, James.
How do you know?
It's got an Edinburgh postmark on it.
Could be someone else.
On the other's from Granny.
Why didn't you say so?
Didn't we have beans last night?
You're right, we did.
You can make us lasagna for tomorrow night then.
I prefer the Verdi kind.
You lay off.
How's your gran, then?
Oh, fine. Seems to be anyway. She wouldn't say if she wasn't. I get worried about her though, living up there on her own.
She's lived on her own for years.
But she's getting on. I mean, 83. Now, if we were French or Italian, she'd be out in the porch looking after the chickens.
Aye, well, we've no porch and we're no French, thank goodness.
She'd never want to come to Glasgow anyway.
Has anyone ever asked her? Old folks should be part of the extended family.
We haven't the space.
Should take Mum up to visit her. Fresh air would do her good.
Spend a holiday in the glen. More like being in the moon. Nothing there but sheep.
And cows. Gorgeous honey-coloured Highland ones.
Deedly, deedly,
And
deedly,
pine trees
deedly.
and wildflowers in the hedgerows. You know, Dad, if you'd stayed in Inverness, I wouldn't have this problem of living on the 11th floor. We could be living real close to the earth.
And what would I be doing for a living? Tell me that. Selling heather to American tourists.
Dutch, you're out of date. The Americans can't afford to come here anymore.
Oh, I know I'm out of date. I don't need you to tell me that.
I could be doing with some steak to build me up.
You can buy it yourself then.
And cook it. And what did James Fraser have to say then?
Oh, he wants to know when I'm coming through to Edinburgh.
And when are you?
I don't know, soon maybe. He sent me some photos he took at Easter.
Well, let's have a look. Granny looks well.
No, she never looks any different.
And there's Loverboy.
Don't call him that. He's not. Wish I was there now.
Michael Bruce, an awful nice lad, you know.
Yes, Mother.
Could do a lot worse.
I'm not looking for a husband, you know.
I was married at 18.
And look where it got you.
One more year of freedom left, Maggie.
You get that, Sandy?
What about these beans? I'm just about to eat them.
We're all eating.
Except you, Mum. Those pills are taking your appetite away. Many you swallowing.
Hello, Sandy. Welcome, Sam.
Hi, Sandy. How are you tonight?
Good evening, mate.
Aye, thought it was.
What's Aunt Jessie? Come on, Jessie. Uncle Tom.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, folks.
I'll make some fresh tea.
Oh, don't bother.
Oh, it's no bother.
I'm glad to see you keep your strength out anyway, Sandy.
Aye, you need to have a hard game on Saturday.
Oh, you're right there. Cracking defence, that lot.
Aye, but we're scoring a lot of goals at the moment.
Aye.
See, I've had my hair done again. Do you like the colour?
It's smashing.
A bit like the burning bush, I told her. Didn't like that, did you, Jessie?
Main. It's cried October plum.
Andrew didn't even notice I did mine done.
Oh, I noticed. I just never said anything.
Oh, I hardly keep my eyes open. I think I'll just go and have a wee lie down, if you'll excuse me, Jessie.
You all right now?
I'm a wee bit sleepy.
Must have been all those hours under the dryer.
I'm all right now, Jessie, I'm all right.
She's not herself at all, Andrew.
You fancy a game of dominoes, Tom?
Aye, wouldn't mind that.
Anything rather than face up.
Something'll have to be done.
That's just what I keep saying.
I'll do the dishes tomorrow night, Maggie.
Oh, I've got a date, hen.
On you go. Cinderella will do the dirty work.
Cheerio, Aunt Jessie.
Cheerio, pet.
I've got training.
Oh, don't let the dishes stand in your way.
Bye, Aunt Jessie.
Cheerio, son. Oh, you should be out enjoying yourself too. Do you not get fed up while you're on studying?
Of course I do. I don't study all the time. Folks seem to have this queer idea. McKinley the swot of the century.
You used to enjoy getting out and about.
I still do. Aunt Jessie, what do you think about Mum?
We need to get her away from here.
Move to a lower flat?
I'm sure they'd be sympathetic if your dad went and asked.
But he won't. You know him. Trying to shift him's like trying to move Ben Nevis. He keeps saying, "We'll just wait a bit and if she's no any better."
Aye. Andrew was aye slow to make up his mind.
Suppose I could always go and see them.
You could, but I don't know as your dad would like it.
There is one other way.
What's that?
Get Mum to come to terms with the lift.
Oh, you need to get her into it first.
Sure, half day tomorrow, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Well, your sore throat doesn't seem to have come to much. You could have gone to the school right enough.
I'll get just as much done here. Your feet will be killing you by the time you get home.
Ah, well.
You can't give up everything, can you?
It's nice, Auntie Jessie, to ask me out for lunch.
You're really gadding about, eh? 2 days in a row.
Here, I'll let you go.
Mum, with those shoes on, do you not think you'd be better going down in the lift?
Now, Maggie.
Now, Mum, the lift's not a bogey. Not if you don't let it be.
I get bad dreams.
You used to go in the lifts in the big stores in town. They never bothered you. Mind when I was small, about 12 it's all crammed in a wee space, and I always seemed to get my nose pressed up against some fat woman's back.
That was different.
How was it? Just because you were going shopping rather than coming home?
I just preferred it with the folk.
How would it be if I came down with you? Come on, Mum, just try. There, that wasn't so bad after all, was it?
I suppose not. Oh, mind you, when you first give that lunch.
Going up's a lot easier.
Do you think so?
Oh, aye, there's not that lurch and it's a lot smoother. And climbing these stairs is a real killer.
You can say that again.
Mum, how about going up your own?
Oh, I might. I'll see.
Good, I know you can do it.
All right, then, but I better go. I'll be late for your Auntie Jessie. See you, love.
Have a good time.
Morning, Miss McKinley.
Morning. What are you doing here this time in the morning?
Just delivering the car.
Time for a cup of coffee?
Make time. What have you been up to anyway? You're doing like a Cheshire cat.
Oh, I just think I've solved the family problems. I'm one of them anyway. Why not, and I'll tell you.
I suppose it's a bit like forcing somebody to drive, really. You know, after they've had an accident. To get their nerve back.
Except she's never had an accident. Only in her dreams. She dreams the lift's out of control and plummeting downwards.
And she never hits the bottom.
You never do.
I bet you dream a lot.
Oh, you do you? Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you always had an imagination. I can remember at school when we had to give those 2-minute talks. You could get up there and blather about anything.
Well, what we have? Air pollution. How do you cure people of their phobias? Or the lifestyle of the hedgehog?
What did I tell you? Listen, what are you going to do with all this anthropology stuff?
Who knows? Travel, maybe. I don't intend to spend the rest of my life in Glasgow. Do you?
I wouldn't mind going to Australia.
Nah, I fancy going up the Amazon, the Orinoco, places where cars can't reach. Oh, not to get away from you, Mike, just civilization.
What, don't you like civilization?
Oh, sure I do. I'm crazy about it. When I'm up the Orinoco, I'll be doing my nut, thinking about Sucky Hall Street and the bright lights and I'll poke hot, sizzling, vinegary chips. That reminds me, I didn't have any lunch.
Well, I'll need to go. I'll be getting my books. Could you manage pictures tomorrow night?
Think I could.
Great, pick you up at 7.
Oh, that was taken Easter. Me and my gran in front of her Highland home. She's 83 now. She's fantastic. Oh, that's the guy from Edinburgh. His parents have a holiday home along the road from our cottage.
Well, I better go.
You'd mother have a few things to say to me if you lost your job.
Oh, she likes you. Thinks you're real smart. When I told her I was leaving school, she went on a mile about you. Look at Maggie, if she can stay on.
And stick in. I'm glad to hear I'm held up as a paragon of virtue.
See you tomorrow then.
Okay.
7, right?
All right. Ich weiß nicht, was soll es bedeuten, dass ich so traurig bin. So traurig bin. Ich weiß nicht. Must be good for the brain. All that extra blood.
Maggie, the lift's stuck between the 7th and 8th floor and Mum's in it.
Oh no!
Sandy's already gone to get the engineer.
Oh, that's all we needed. She'll never win a lift now.
Hope the engineer comes before Dad gets home.
So do I. He'll say it's my fault for encouraging her, and you know what he's like. Well, let's hope every pipe in the city bursts and they put out an alarm calling all plumbers. Are you sure it's Mum that's in the lift?
Maggie, she knows the kings are friends. Maggie declines to dance. She won't work in a factory, though parents think she should. She's inclined academically, and so forth it's so. Maggie won't be a teenage bride. Maggie against the tide, she accepts the adversity. She always knew she could to attend university, and so far it's so. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie.